How y'all doing? Everybody okay? Is this a great celebration or what? Yeah. It makes me know. Let's show some appreciation to our students, please. You know, so Joel and Jean-Marie and Tondi, several students have come by and asked me whether to say a few things about my experiences and with the continent. And I am honored to talk to you all just for a few minutes as you partake in your dinner. I was thinking though, I woke up this morning and I do what I normally do, I turn the news on and just trying to welcome the day. And immediately the first image that came on television this morning was this beautiful picture of Dr. King. And they were talking about the fact that 50 years ago today, this amazing human being was assassinated. And so I began to think about what that means for our nation, about where we are currently as a people, working together, engaging one another. I think about the struggle that we're facing right now as a people within our country, across the globe. And I begin to think about Dr. King's legacy, this man who sacrificed so much with so little expected back. I will tell you right now, the thing that I thought about were students. Think about the power students have across this country, across this globe, and making transformative policy occur. And so I just wanted to ask you all to think about that power that you possess within your space. The power to study, the power to learn, the power to question, the power to push, the power to work together, the power to transform your community. I'm going to show you a couple of slides. I've been blessed to have traveled to Northern Africa, Southern Africa, and Western Africa. I have not been to Central nor East at this point in my life. I'm looking forward. I want to actually climb Kilimanjaro. That's my goal as an old young man. I want to get to Kenya, I want to get to Eritrea.
She should be in the
Congo. I want to travel to Central and Eastern Africa as well. But I will tell you, I want to share this with you. Mama Heidi and I, several years ago, we had taken a group of students from the side to Ghana. And
yes,
that trip transformed the lives of our young people. And I want to share something with you all that I think is really important as we think about Africa. And as you listen to the presentations this evening, as you think about what you know about the continent, I want to encourage you to think about the continent. Many times folks think about Africa as a country, and it is so far from that. Florence has demonstrated so clearly the diversity, within the continent, but even within countries within Africa, you'll see amazing diversity all across this beautiful land. This right here, students, just give me a second. This right here is a picture of a castle. It's called Elmina. Elmina was erected by the Portuguese army in 1482. This was actually one of the first forts along the Gold Coast to bring human beings in as cargo. This picturesque appearance of it is on the Atlantic Ocean. This is the Atlantic. And this right here is kind of this formidable picture of this castle. This is a up close depiction of Elmina. All of these windows represent offices that were utilized for trade, for governance, but it advanced Europeans without question. This one in particular was really interesting because this office was for the governor of the army, the Portuguese army. And every morning he could open up his windows and see the Atlantic Ocean, this roaring ocean, this beautiful view. But the thing that blew me away though was downstairs.
This one will be good.
The governor's location was a church, a Christian church, and below that was a female dungeon. The female dungeon is the actual space where African women were kept for months at a time in bondage. Now these women were captured They were taken from their homes, taken from their families, taken from their husbands, their children, from their community. They were uprooted, and they were in bondage for many, many months at a time. This is the actual original flooring from the 1400s. Women in this space were kept against their will. They had to eat in this space. They had to sleep in this space. Women had to drink if they were given water in this space. Women urinated in the same space. Women had to defecate in this same space. Women died in this space. Women were raped in this space. And the thing that I want to share with you all is that overwhelmingly, we do not know their names. But because of their resiliency, because of their prayer, because of their power, because of their transformative ability, we, their descendants, sit in this room in Southwest Indiana. Because of that kind of resiliency, we have descendants who sit in this room and are doing amazing things. And so I share this painful history because it's real, and I want you to understand how powerful you are, how important your job is in being connected to this amazing continent. Anthropologists have proven that each and every one of us in this room had DNA from this continent. Each and every one of us come from this continent. And my question is, what do we know about it? What do we understand about it? What do we believe about it? What do we do to support it? What do we do to uplift it? What do we do to celebrate it? What do we know about Africa? One more slide. This is the last one I'll show you. This is called the Door of No Return. Every one of the castles that we visited, and I have been to several all throughout Ghana, there's always been this door of no return. And the door of no return has always been symbolic of folks understanding that once you leave this particular facility, coming back to Africa is quite unlikely. Now, we have been fortunate because, as faculty members, as administrators, as students, we have been able to travel back to Ghana and been able to do research, amazing research about the power of the door of no return. And what I'm encouraging you all to do as young people in particular is to put this on your bucket list. Go to Africa. Go to West Africa in particular and learn about the transatlantic slave trade. Learn about the impact that it has made on our nation, the U.S. in particular, and also all the Americas and the world. Look at what it's done with regard to our development. And then I'm going to ask you all to do something very, very private. What do you know, what do you believe, what do you understand about this place? I will tell you that as a young boy, I was taught very, very terrible things about Africa. In fact, I was taught that a white man named Tarzan ruled Africa. That was my lesson. And I'll tell you that I wanted nothing to do with Africa because of those lessons. I was taught that, that skin color, my skin color and darker was not appropriate, was not sufficient, was not equal. And quite often, still across this amazing globe, we still have these feelings about people. In fact, we still call it the dark continent. Students can transform that thinking. Students can transform that understanding. Most importantly, students can transform how we engage, again, with this amazing continent. So I am humbled this evening by our students at this university, their engagement, their intentionality to bring us together, to break bread together, to learn together, to celebrate together, to uplift one another together. That makes me so incredibly happy, so incredibly proud. So I'll close by telling you all the same amazing word that Jerome indicated, akwaba. It means welcome. The first time I went to Ghana, these amazing people came, they hugged me, they gave me the name Kwabena, and they said, welcome back home, my son. So I say to each and every one of you all tonight, in Southwest Indiana, akwaba, welcome home. Thank you very much.